Here's example 2 of 8.3's classwork. It says, Doreen's family wants to install 1-foot square terracotta tiles in the entryway and kitchen and 4-inch square blue tiles on the bathroom floor. The terracotta tiles cost $5 each and the bathroom tiles cost 45 cents each. How many tiles of each kind will they need? What will the tiles cost? So here's another problem, and this problem is something that is probably a problem that many of you guys will do at some point in your life. Maybe not everyone, but many of you guys will be painting some walls in your house, or will be doing some tiling on the floor of a bathroom or a kitchen, or doing a backsplash. This is something a lot of homeowners are going to do at one point or another. So it's a good problem just to be thinking about. Now, as with the first problem, we really need to organize our thoughts first. We need to organize how we're going to solve this problem, because if we just jump into it and start crunching numbers, we're probably going to get a little confused. Some of you might end up with the right answers, but many more people will make some mistakes or just get frustrated and stop doing the problem. So what I've done for you on this example is kind of organized it again ahead of time. When you get to the homework problems, you're going to have to do this organization. You're going to have to take 3-4 minutes to sketch out what's happening, make a sketch on the side if that's not already there, maybe organize your page a little bit, or at least organize in your brain the steps that you're going to have to make here. So we're dealing with rectangular areas again. The math of that is not difficult, but there's more than just rectangular areas involved here, so let's think about what we need. We're going to need to get the area of the entryway, kitchen, and both the bathrooms. So we're going to need to think about what are the dimensions in each one of those rooms, and then how many of the tiles are going to fit in those rooms, and what will be the cost of those tiles. On the side, we already have the floor plan of the house set up for you guys, and we need to take a look here at the dimensions of each room and decide what are the dimensions for the length and the width. So 10 by 9 with the first bedroom here. I'm just going to start plugging in numbers all around, because even if it isn't directly related, we're going to have to figure out some of these dimensions anyway. So we've got the house, or the bedroom, we've got 10 feet by 9 feet. And so that 10, that 9 will go something like that. 10 feet by 6 feet on the bath. All right, so 10 by 6. Second bath, actually I'm going to erase this little 6 here just so we're not confused by it for a moment. But we've got our 7 by 9, so that's 7 by 9. And then we've got the master bedroom, which is 13 feet across, and then that's 8 feet. The living room here is 13 by 13, so 13 by 13 there. We've got 13 by 9 in the dining room. The kitchen is 10 by 18. This bedroom up here is 10 by 8. So let's think about the dimensions that we're interested in. We have the dimensions for the kitchen, 18 by 10. We have the dimensions for the bathroom, 10 by 6 and 7 by 9. We have to do a little bit more work to figure out the dimensions of the entryway. We know it's 10 by something. Well, if we look over on the side, right here, with the living room and the dining room, that's a total of 22 feet. So that same dimension is right over here. This is 22 feet, which means that the 18 and 4 must add up to that 22. So that must be 4, so that the entire length right here is 22. So that entryway is 10 by 4. Okay, this same example, or the same diagram, is in one of the homework problems that you guys are going to be working on. So it would be good for you guys to make sure that all these numbers are written down, because you might be able to refer to it as you get into the homework problems that we will do in class, or the practice problems, I should say, that we are doing in class. So let's start with the entryway area then and actually start making the calculations. So we've got area is equal to base times height. So that area is 10 by 4, which is 40 square feet. How many tiles is that? Well, luckily, on that one, that is fairly easy, because it says that the 1-foot square terracotta tiles, or each square terracotta tile, is 1 foot. In other words, 1 foot by 1 foot. 1 foot square, 1 foot by 1 foot. So each square foot, right, because this is 1 square foot here, 1 by 1. is one tile. So if there's 40 square feet, then that would mean that there are 40 of those tiles. And just for the sake of something we're going to do later, I'm going to actually write that out like this. So we've got 40 square feet, and we know that one tile, and here one tile, is going to be 1 square foot. So just doing a little bit of canceling out here, that means that we have 40 tiles. Each of those 40 tiles costs $5. So 40 times $5 is $200. So that's how much we will be spending on the tiles for the entryway. The kitchen uses the same tiles. So the kitchen is also rectangular, so area is equal to base times height. The kitchen has dimensions 18 by 10. So 10 times 18 is 180 square feet. Again, 180 square feet means that each tile, so one tile, is 1 square foot. So that means that we have 180 tiles for our kitchen. 180 tiles, and again, those are $5 each, so 180 times 5 is $900. Kitchen and bathroom remodels are expensive. Some of you guys may have had that done in maybe a house, and you'll know, if you ask your parents, that oftentimes these remodels are thousands of dollars because the materials cost a lot of money, and then usually you're having someone do it and you're paying them. So it ends up being a fairly expensive project, something that you could do much cheaper on your own if you learn how to do some of this, and then you're just paying for the actual tiles and materials like we're figuring out here. Okay, bathroom number 1. Bathroom number 1, let's just call this first bathroom here, and I'll switch colors here. So bathroom 1 is 10 by 6. So bathroom 1 area is equal to base times height. Area is equal to 10 times 6. So that's 60 square feet. So how many tiles is that? Well, unlike the first problem, the number of tiles in 1 square foot is going to be different here. And I've sketched this out up top. And it says that 4-inch square blue tiles are what we're using. Well, if we think about 1 square foot, so I have that square here that's 1 foot by 1 foot. So that's 1 square foot. But there's many tiles, there's many of these blue tiles in that 1 square foot. How many of these 4-inch square blue tiles are there? Well, let's just think about it. 4-inch square means a 4-inch, so 4-inch by 4-inch. Well, how many 4 inches are there in 1 complete foot? Well, there's 12 inches in a foot, so 4 plus 4 plus 4 would give us that 1 foot right here. So think about how many tiles that would mean for 1 square foot. Count them up. That would mean that there are 9 of these tiles. So there's 9 blue tiles in 1 square foot. So that's a little side work that you have to do on that problem first. And now we can go ahead and use that information down here. So we know that there are 60 square feet that we have to tile. And unlike the last problem then,
please call the office.
We have
call the office, please.
9 tiles. Sorry for the interruption there. We have 9 tiles in 1 square foot. So canceling out square feet, 60 times 9 is 540 tiles. That's how many blue tiles we use for our bathroom. 540 of those tiles, and these cost 45 cents each. Notice above it says that each one of them is that much money. So 540 times 45 cents is $243. Okay, last but not least, our bathroom number 2. If you look up top, that bathroom is 7 by 9. So 7 times 9 is 63 square feet. 63 square feet. How many blue tiles is that? Well, again, there's 9 of those little tiles in 1 square foot. So therefore, 63 times 9 is how many tiles there are. That would be 567 tiles. And how much money is in that? 567 times 45 cents. This time, we have a little bit of a decimal here. We've got $255.15. All right, you guys. So now we can start putting all this together and getting our final answer. So how many tiles do we need here? Well, let's just take a look at all of our work. Now that we've nicely organized all of our work, this last step is pretty simple. Terracotta tiles, how many did we have? Well, we figured out that we need 40, and then we need 180 for the entryway and the kitchen. That would be 220 terracotta tiles. How many blue tiles do we need? Well, we figured out that we need 540 for one bathroom, and then another 567 for the other. So that's a grand total of 1,107 tiles. How much does all of this cost altogether? Well, look at your money totals across the board here. We had a cost of $200 for our entryway. We had a total of $900 for our kitchen. We had a total of $243 for bathroom number 1. And we had $255 and 15 cents for bathroom number 2. Total those up, that is a grand total of $1,598.15. Quite a bit of money to be purchasing tiles, but in reality, that is what you will find at Home Depot and Menards. So there we have our problem, you guys. This takes a little bit of organization, as you can tell. So when you get into the problems, the practice problems, make sure that you're really taking the time to organize before you start crunching your numbers. You will be glad you did, because it will help you get to the right answer much faster.